Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I welcome you to the course of Human Resource Management. In this Human Resource Management tutorial, we'll be going to learn about the objectives, the scope of HRM, is what are the functions of HRM, what are the internal as well as external factors of this HRM, and what are the different methods of forecasting, job specification as well as the job identification we are going to learn. So first, what is HRM? HRM means basically it is employing the people, developing the resource utilization, maintaining the resources and compensation in tune with the organization goals. Basically, if you want to reach the organization goals, then developing the resources is very important. Basically, HRM they try to maintain all the resources. So basically it is the management function concerned with hiring, motivating as well as maintaining the people in an organization. Basically the main motto of HRM is it focuses on the people in the organization. HRM means attracting, developing as well as maintaining a talented as well as energetic workforce to support the organization mission, objectives as well as strategies. So the next it is the people dimensions in an organization. As we know that HRM means they mainly concerned with the hiring the employees as well as maintaining the resource of an organization. How are the peoples involved in this organization? Employee decisions are integrated. Employee decision brings the effectiveness, efficiency in an organization. HRM includes all the major activities in the professional career of a worker. Basically, it says how to manage the different people working together in organization. As we know that whenever we are working in any company, the main important thing is directing, controlling as well as staffing has to be done. How well we interact with each other is very important, and these works are mainly executed by the HR. The nature of HRM. This is important. So we learn about the definition of HRM. The next is about the nature of HRM. The nature of HRM means they mainly concerned with the people dimensions in the organizations. What is the size of the employee and how the people will interact with the employees is very important. It involves the application of management function principles, right? And the decisions which is related to employee must be integrated as well as a consistent. So HRM functions are related to both the profit as well as the non-profit organizations. See, HRM means that it not only focuses on the multinational companies only with respect to the top companies like Infosys, Wipro. Even this HRM is mainly concerned with the non-profit organizations like the health services. Even in the health service also there will be a HRM who will try to make sure that everything is working in a proper way. The next it is the evolution of the HR management. So how the HR evaluated and what is the procedure of that we need to know. The first is the scientific management, industrial or organizational psychology, human relationship management movement, the growth of governmental regulations, the professionalization of the HR management. This is how the HR evaluated. And what are the functional areas within a HRM? Basically, it is employing or staffing. Staffing means it's mainly related to the placement, the training, requirement as well as selection, right? Next, training as a development field. So, see, HRM tries to make sure that they will try to fulfill the personal need of a employee. They'll try to fulfill all the personal dream of the employee. Mainly, they will do the training section is given, appraisal. So, whenever the work is good, next the appraisal has to be done. Education, good education training has to be done. Development. Next, here compensation. As we know that whenever our work is recognized, then the allowances will be given like salaries, wages as a benefits, employee relationship, HR planning as well as a research. Next, what are the main activities of this HRM? So we learn about the definition of HRM, evolution of HRM, the nature of HRM. So HRM ಅಲ್ಲಿ what are the activities they involve that we need to know. So first it is they are involved in planning, job analysis as a design, requirement as selection, training and development, remuneration, welfare, safe and health work environment, industrial relationships. So these are the activities that they need to perform. The next it is employment or staffing. So staffing means they'll try to make sure that all the works are going in a smoother way. Next, the job analysis. So job analysis and then it is basically it is extracting the information about the job. Basically, it is about the job description, job specialization, human resource planning. See, they need to plan both the internal as well as the external supply of the people with the job openings anticipated in the organization, right? The next is about the requirement as a selection. See, what is the major difference between the requirement as well as the selection is requirement is basically a positive example. Basically, they try to attract the people. Selection means picking up the right individuals. Basically, it is choosing from a group of applicants the best suited for the job. The next is about the training as well as the development is done. Next, the compensation, right? So whenever our work has been identified, then the compensation will be given. Like bonus, salary, wages, commissions will be given. Indirectly means sick leave will be given for us, holidays, medical insurance will be given. These are the indirect financial compensation. Next, the safety and health. So safety health basically it involves protecting the employees from the injuries caused by the work related accidents. Health refers to the employees freedom from illness and their general uh, physics and mental well-being. The next is about how is the employee as well as the labor relations. This is about the concept of the activities of HRM. The next it is the scope of HRM. The scope of HRM is basically deals with the nature of HRM, employee hiring, employee remuneration, employee motivation, employee maintenance, industrial relations, and the prospects of HRM we need to know. So in detail we are going to learn what are the different scope of HRM. So this is the flow diagram. See, before the term HRM was coined, the personal management was basically it was introduced. So we are going to learn about what are the major differences between this HRM as well as the PM, personal management. So what are the major differences? So first one it is employee contract. Careful declination of the written contracts aim to go behind. Basically, the major difference is the speed of decision is very slow in the personal management. HRM is quick. Management role is transactional leaderships. Communication is indirect in personal management is direct, right, direct. Like see now the HRM, the HR executive they can HR manager and HR executive they can directly coordinate with the manager itself. In earlier thing there was no like that. So HRM basically not much high post or the prestige was given to HRM, but now even the HRM is equally important. Even he is also given the right opportunities to showcase himself. Next, job categories as well as the grades. Many, but a few. Job design, division of labor, and the teamwork. So these are differences we need to know. The next it is the main objectives of HRM. So what is the main motto? What it will try to say? That's important. So first, personal objectives, organizational objectives, functional objectives, and next is about the social objectives. This is the beautiful diagram which says about the objectives as well as the functions of HRM. Okay. So the first one we are going to learn is about the societal objectives. Means to be ethical and socially responsible to the needs as well as the challenges of the society while minimizing the negative impact of the demands. Basically, it says that See, if they want to minimize the negative impact of any demands of an organization, they have the employee should have a good culture. They should need to follow all the organization cultures. For example, the society may limit the HR decisions through laws that enforces the reservations in hiring and laws that addresses the discrimination. Basically, see, in the childhood days, there was a discrimination on a caste. But when you are an employee, when you go to the any job, there is no discrimination between the jobs. There is no discrimination between your caste, male, male, gender. All are given the equal opportunities. Basically, it is a social work that you need to work. The next organization objectives, functional objectives as well as the personal objectives. Personal objectives means the company it will try to fulfill the personal dreams of any employee by giving the training opportunities, the placement opportunities, the training, all it will be given so that they could achieve their dreams. The next very important is the functions of HRM. The two major functions of HRM is manageable functions as well as the operative functions. Manageable functions are planning, organizing, directing, controlling. In operative functions, what are the functions? Staffing, development, compensation, motivation, maintenance and integration. So the first we are going to learn about each and everything. So first is about the proper planning has to be done. After the planning, they need to organize the work in a structured way. Always we need to organize the work in a structured way. Next, the directing. Directing, they need to direct the employees. Whenever the employees, if they're going in a right path. So the main responsibility of HRM is they need to direct them and they need to control them, or else the reputation of any organization will decline. Next, operative functions. So in operative functions, the first we are going to learn. See, the first one is about the staffing. Staffing means analysis of the job. Next, human resource planning has to be done. Requirement selectionally, they all are involved. They need to staff. They need to make sure that each of these processes are going very well. The next is about the development. Next, the compensation as the motivations. See, for any workers, if they need to do their job good, they need to be motivated. So it's the main responsibility of the HRM to make sure that all the employees are motivated. Whenever they do their job, they need to be appraisal has to be done. The benefits has to be given ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Next, maintenance as well as integration. So even HRM plays a very important role. It has maintenance service is very important for them in the health, safety, welfare categories. Next, have the employment, relationships, grievance, disciplines and all. The next, the scope of HRM, the same thing. Next, the environment of HRM. See, the atmosphere of HRM, what are the internal as well as the external factors. So the external fact, before going to external, we're going to learn about the internal factors within an organization. Policies, missions as well as the organization conflicts are important. See, in the external factors, we are having a social as well as the culture, the economic, the technology, the professionalism, union, political as well as the legal. So external factors means what? Social and the culture means the organization culture has to be maintained. Next, economic factors, they need to analyze the growth of the company all. Next, the technology, they make sure that uh, they'll analyze which are the technologies which is leading, they'll try to implement it. So this is about the part 1 of the HRM. So first we learned about the definition of HRM, the scope of HRM, the evolution of HRM, the objectives of HRM, the functions of HRM, right? So the next is about the policies of HRM. We'll try to make sure that it in the next class. Thank you.